Evening all, how's it going? Bit of a creepy night last night. Bloody creepy. Right, so I've got a couple of dolls here on the bed. You can see there behind. 2K 2 meters, a Ghost Meter Pro, and a DC box there. Up there, where Brandon and a few other guys saw a dark, shadowy figure. That's over there. K2 meter, a Ghost Meter, similar to that one, and the REM pod's over there. So I'm going to give Dave the link out. As I said, I can get him on here when my bloody mouse console comes over to the right screen. So those who didn't see the stream last night on Dave's channel, I know it's kind of unbelievable, but I saw a face in my mirror beside me. Showing the camera wasn't facing the full mirror, but I did see a face peering at me. It looks like the face was trying to come out the window, the mirror actually. Now, the brain does kind of like take a little bit of time for it to click in when you see something. Yeah, I was kind of looked down like this, and I can see exactly what's in the mirror, even when I'm like fumbling around, you know, because your eyes ain't focused completely down here. You can still, if you look at something, like you're reading the book, you can still see in front of you. Well, I was doing that, and the phone lines all got caught up around the bottom. And as I was sorting it out, this face appeared on me. Just as I was turning around, I saw it. I kind of got up and I jumped, and there was something standing near as well. Brandon actually saw what was standing there. I didn't actually see it myself, but I felt something touch me, like if it's trying to grab hold of me. Dave's done a video on his channel for what we saw. Turn that off. There's the link to Dave's video he done. I tell you, man, it fucking freaked me out. I still don't feel too comfortable being in here, to be honest with you. Hey, you know, that's the kind of stuff we're in. That's the kind of stuff we kind of want in it in one way, you know, to see and feel that activity and try to, you know, record whatever we can record, to pass it on to other people to see what kind of stuff we do see, feel, and hear. You know, we also heard like a faint whistling kind of sound. Heard some kind of like static noise coming over the microphones when I don't believe it was at any of us three. Now I've not got nothing on this side at the moment because I've got the two dolls on the bed behind me with the K2 meters, but I will change them over later when I go on Dave's, because Dave's going to be streaming later. I'm only going to do like an hour on here. Let's see if we get anything. I'll probably do an Afterlife box or get Dave to do something if he comes on. I'm sure I sent him a link though. Or did it not go through? Right, yeah, we got the link. He said it won't be a minute. So, yeah, a few of you saw some weird shit happening in here last night. You know, like, I have had some really weird shit happen in the past, but, you know, this mirror was given to me by Rose Hell's house, yeah. And I've had this mirror for 3 years. And I've never seen anything that I saw last night in it before. It was just like a face, which was all kind of like I don't know, it's like deformed or disfigured, but it looked like he had all kind of like boils or burn marks. You know, his whole face was like really horrible, something I'd never want to see again, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, it's just like crazy, man. Yeah, it's just showing that the camera wasn't facing the full the mirror. I can't get the camera over the TV far enough for it to actually be caught on full mirror. At the moment, I've got to find like an extended cable, which I know I've got somewhere, but I've not had time to find it today. But I will. Cat didn't react at all. Well, she got jumped out and went out after I jumped up and got run out of the bedroom. But she's been in that all day, you know, kind of thing. Even when my kids came around earlier, she was in and out, in and out, in and out. Mind you, there wasn't no place for her to sit, to be honest with you, because my daughter's boyfriend was on the chair at the back after we kind of gave it a bit of sweep, you know, to get the cat's hair out. My daughter was on the bed, my son was on the bed, I'm sitting here. We had a takeaway, we had a Burger King. I had one of those burger bacon sandwiches, which was quite nice actually. First one I've ever tried actually, from Burger King. They bought some new bed sheets and pillows for me over there. And I've got one of my old pillows at the back, but 3 brand new pillows, pillow cases, quilt cover, even a mattress protector. So nice clean bedding. So yeah, Brandon was seeing stuff over in the back there as well, and a couple of other people were seeing like a shadowy figure over there. So tonight I've just put like a K2 meter, REM pod, and a Gauss meter over there. The temperature was changing, you know, up and down in here yesterday. You know, I really felt cold. Even before I saw the face in the mirror, the temperature really dropped, but it wasn't like that low that you could see steam out my mouth, but it was bloody cold in here, bloody more cold than it's been in here before. So I've had the millimeter out a few times today. It did go to 666 on the millimeter once, but as I tried to show it on the camera, it shot up to 66.8. Not saying it's anything demonic that was in here last night, but it was scary as hell. I didn't want to come back in after I ran out of the room. I screamed like a little girl, I tell you. You know, well, fuck. But that's what you get, you know, when you're doing paranormal and something disappears in front of you. You know, I didn't see any part of the body, just the face. And it felt like the face was coming out of the mirror like that. Right, Dave's here. Hello, Dave.
Hello, mate.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
1 minute.
The volume's down. So yeah, it's kind of a bit freaky last night, as I say. Dave's done a video on it. I'll post a link to the video already, so you want to check that out. There we go, that's better. I've got a banging headache again.
Yeah?
Yeah, right now, it's just came on. No, it was okay when my kids were here. You know, it felt calm and peaceful, but now they've gone, it's kind of like changed, you know, the atmosphere's changed again. It was a bit more airier in here again.
Okay.
So see how it goes. See how it goes. See how it goes. Well, I don't know if you saw it. You might have saw a part of it on this side of the mirror. You know, the bit which leans on this side. What's the name? You might have saw that bit, but I saw it in this front bit, and I don't know if anyone saw it apart from me, but it scared the shit out of me. Because I say, when you're actually looking down, you can still see, you know, a good proportion that's above you as well, unless you're completely blind. And I'm sitting there digging stuff out, because some might say, well, hang on a minute, how can you see the face in the mirror when you've got, you know, digging in the drawer? Whereas I say, you know, you can see quite a lot in front of you, and my eyes weren't peeping down, you know, in the drawer like that kind of thing. And if it was, I can still see, you know, the peripheral of the mirror. Like, you know, if someone walks in the room right now and I'm digging in the drawer, I can see what's going on behind me. And, you know, as I turned, I think what it was a a slight delay in my brain picking up on what I saw. Because I didn't jump and scream out until I turned around and saw or felt something around here, you know, as well, which a few of you saw. So, a bit weird last night, a bit weird. But yeah, I was going to do like a pop doll session, but I'm not going to do a pop doll session. I just brought a couple of dolls in. Probably do a little ghost box on the Afterlife box. Quick hour stream. And then if Dave wants to start around about 10:15, we'll jump on Dave's and see what's going on there. And now I can bring some of my devices back down and put where I normally have them beside the cabinet. No, I've tried debunking the K2 meters when I've been going crazy. I've been trying to debunk them even on live streams, and I can't understand why they keep going off like that. So there's got to be some form of like energy fluctuation around this area. What it is, paranormal or electrical, I don't know. But the thing is, sometimes they go crazy and then suddenly stop, and they're quieting down for a while, and suddenly they go crazy again. So it's like the energy is there 1 minute, and it like be there for a certain amount of time, then it just like kind of lows down a little bit, and then like the K2 meters might not go off for a little while, then suddenly they go crazy again, kind of thing. So I can't explain what's causing that. I can't debunk what I don't know. So anyway, how's it going, Dave?
Going okay, yeah, I'm not too bad. Going all right. Tickety-boo, no complaints. Hello, Ian.
No ticky.
Thanks for that, Angela. We appreciate that.
Ticky kaboo. What's ticky kaboo?
Tickety-boo, everything's going well.
Oh, I feel hot. I'll just put my shirt on, my jumper back on because I was freezing cold a minute ago. Now I'm boiling hot again. Well, Angela said, Steve, Dave's stream was bloody fantastic.
That's very kind of you, Angela. If you mean today, it was a very interesting one, yeah. Very interesting. Got a big kick out of it.
Was it? Right, the shadow moved right across. Yeah. I did try debunking, like, you know, as you say, like, you know, when, you know, you can see a little bit of a shadow of my head on the back of the pillar when I'm moving around. You can see clearly, you know, I can. I don't know if you can, but I can see, you know, just above my pillar, between the pillar and the mirror at the back, you can see like a slight shadow figure of my bonds. And you can see it moving around time to time because the TV is actually casting a shadow. But I could not understand what was up on the top, up there. Now, I know there's something usually is around there, but last night seemed to be a bit more darker and more energy. But I don't understand why the devices weren't going off over there last night because, you know, a few of you saw something over there, but maybe just didn't want to muck around the devices. I don't know. But I've posted a link to Dave's video that he done. Yeah, I slept there last night. Where else am I going to sleep? You know, like, I ain't going to go and sleep in the bathroom. Can't sleep in the living room because it's full of stuff in there. But no, the cat didn't react. Where did you see the ghost? Well, I didn't actually see a ghost. It's like a face in the mirror, and like Brandon saw something behind me. And before, I think, I don't know, it's before or after. He said about it. I felt that there's something there. It was trying to touch me, you know, kind of thing, grabbing me. That's directly after I saw what I saw in the mirror. So I saw what I saw in the mirror, and as I turned, something touched me, and I went, fucking hell, and I jumped up and I ran out of the room. And then Brandon said there was something, that's probably what scared me more, you know, kind of thing, because there was something behind me as well. maybe it was whatever it was trying to cast a reflection in the mirror, and that's what I saw. So I didn't see it, but I felt something behind there because I felt it touching me. But it's a bit weird. So what's that? Oh no, Dave's been kidnapped by the German spirits. Yeah, I heard him speaking a little bit of German earlier on.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. It was definitely interesting. I don't know why I'm struggling to get chat. I really don't know what's going on. Saw something that looked like a distorted head.
Yeah, that's probably in the mirror. They might saw probably a fraction of it, but I saw the whole bloody thing. But it's this slight delay, of the brain functioning, because I saw it, and then as I turned, then that's when it hit me, and as it hit me, something else bloody, touched me, felt like someone trying to grab me. The dolls are there, so. But yeah, so I'm only going to do a little stream tonight. I'll jump on Days instead, to be honest with you. I don't feel like really doing much here. We concentrate.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Steve. If you do, I'm still of the inclination to sort of like chat about what went on at yours anyway, and go over the points and analyze it a bit. I mean, that's obviously up to you, but that's where I would go with it.
I'd rather do it in yours, to be honest with you.
That's fine. I ain't got a problem with that.
I keep hearing noises right now.
Yeah.
Like, can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. It's like, sounds like a clock ticking, but it's completely, it's hard to explain. It's like a clock ticking, but it isn't a sound of a clock ticking. It's going, and it's in the hallway right now. No worries, Simon. You can always watch Dave's video. I did put a timeline on these video last night, actually. Notice that Dave had a couple of little trolls on there, females, trying to get people to click on their links. I don't know if Dave's seen those two comments.
What comments? Sorry, Steve.
On the video on your live stream last night, I left a comment saying what time it was on the timestamp.
All right. Okay.
The energy of one of the spirits there.
Yeah. No.
My bloody breathing earlier.
Meet the one where we had a lot of activity here last night. I put like a timestamp at 20:28:40 when I was like in a draw, and then you got two other comments. Huey Young or whatever bloody name is, Ethan Gilmore. If you click on them links, it leads you to porn sites. So I keep getting that on my videos sometimes. All you got to do is remove them. But yeah, we'll jump on yours in a little bit. I'm just going to do a quick afterlife box. See if we get anything from there. I might keep the dolls in here when we jump on your stream. I don't know. I might put them back in and just like see if we get any more activity in the mirror. I just don't know what I want to do tonight. Actually, I'm still a bit scared from last night. I'm still a bit jumpy. Hello, Jessica. I can't believe it happened.
Hello, Jess. How are you doing? Yeah, it's no problem, Steve. We'll do that. I mean, the video that I've done before, where I posted the highlights of what went on, the entire idea of that wasn't for me to like give a commentary on the analysis of what I thought I saw, but just to present it under different conditions so people could look at it and see what they think they saw, you know, rather than me prattling on. What's that, Jess? You saw a face on the video, you mean, of from earlier we dad? Okay, cool.
Camera. And I want a bloody one. No wonder we want bloody the highlight.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, you did leave a comment. I'll get to that later, Steve. Sorry, I've just been busy today. Okay, yeah. As I was looking in the drawer, as I lifted my head to look right, I saw a face in the mirror. Oh, so you saw it on the right hand side, which would have been towards the cabinets where people were seeing energies later. Right, so the peripheral of your eye, and also felt someone touch me on the right, and that's what made you jump. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because that's where people were picking up on an energy.
Yeah, like, you know, as I'm bending down, looking in the drawer, you know, even if you look right now on the floor and your eyes are peeled down on the floor, you can still see a good proportion of the room anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I saw when I was looking in the drawer, you know, just the prevel of the eyeball. And it only lasted a couple of seconds anyway. That's why it probably took me a few seconds for it to register that what I saw. Which it happens to a lot of people, you know, they don't realise they see something until like a few seconds later.
Okay.
Could it be a succubus? I don't think so, no. Yeah, we heard a few clicking sounds last night, whistling. A few other sounds we heard last night. And it weren't just me, it was Dave and Brandon as well.
And other people in the chat. I think a lot of other things that were coming over on the audio were due to interference on Brandon's audio, but there were other things coming off because he would have his mic muted. I would have my mic muted. So that would leave only your microphone, so only things from within your room coming through.
Yeah, well, I remember I sent today a distorted Freddy Krueger. No, this wasn't not anything like Freddy Krueger. This guy had like a roundish kind of face that I saw, but it's like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, you know, boiled and burnt, all up, you know, kind of things. Like, you know, your skin is dripping, I suppose. It's like if you've put someone sticks your head in a bowl of acid, you know, something like that, all kind of like boiled and burnt and runny. It's so fucking horrible.
She said, send Dave later the one I sent highlighted and unhighlighted. And she says, no, not the mirror one.
I don't know what one it is.
You love having it with daughters. I tried to screenshot my phone, but too hard. Yes, fair enough. Mary says that the Freddy kind of image was on the back right wall. Now, that's the area where a couple of people were picking up on an energy anyway, not long after you had the scare and moved out of the room. And also where Brandon said that he thought he was seeing something in that corner too.
Are you on about that one, Jessica? Because that's where a lot of people were seeing one over there in that area. back right.
Yeah, it was me. It was me that laughed. Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. Was it too freaky for the stream? Yeah, that's where people were picking up on something in the back right corner, Steve.
So you can see there's like a slight distortion over there. And then when you go to the next one, all that smaller, you can see like something in this area. That is definitely darker there than it is all over there.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's the kind of stuff that I want to try to capture. But when you see, you know, something in the mirror that you don't really expect to see, it's fucking creepy as hell. You know, you think, well, shit, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm getting out of the paranormal. Because when people do see some really scary shit, that's it. You know, they don't want to be doing the paranormal anymore. They say, that's it, I'm out of here, I'm done.
Well, I mean, I've had many people that have found out I do paranormal investigation over the years, and they've sort of briefly shown an interest and said, you'll have to take me along with you one day. And I've said, right, yeah, oh, okay, no problem, cool, along you come. And they've seen or experienced something, and that's it. They've never wanted to come back again. They've ran, they've got out of there. But I will tell you something. It seems that the ones that do that the most are the people that disbelieve the most, the ones that are like, take the mickey or going, it's a load of rubbish, I don't believe in all that. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. They're the type of people who, when you take them out on an investigation, for the most part, the disbelievers, the ones that laugh at it, they're the first ones to run when something weird happens.
Yep. I think some of the skeptics, like, you know, that guy Lee, he was very skeptical. I can't remember what his bloody surname is now, but a guy called Lee, who used to have a radio station on Facebook. He was always skeptical until he went on a ghost hunt one day with a group, and he changed his way of thinking. And now he does a lot of ghost hunting. So, no, it is kind of like, well, I'd say in some way it can be dangerous doing ghost hunting as well, because you don't know what you might come across. You don't know if you're going to be attacked by some unseen force. You know, you could accidentally trip over a partial of a grave, you know, which you can't see, and trip over and seriously harm yourself. Poltergeist activity, you know, it can be a bit of a dangerous hobby. My bloody arm. Pain all day today.
It depends, I suppose. It depends upon the people, because I've heard a lot of people say that they wouldn't be bothered by it, and it depends what they see and the way that they feel at the time, the feeling they get. Because I've heard it hundreds of times. I seriously have. Like, oh, it wouldn't bother me, and I wouldn't be bothered about this, that, and the other, until they're in the actual atmosphere and the environment and feel it. Because it can be very different. I mean, psychology is psychology, even if it's just your mind playing tricks on you. I'm not saying it is in this instance. I'm just saying, you know, I'm generalizing. Then that can be enough to trigger the fight or flight response, because we're all human beings. That's the way that we work. The hypothalamus goes into overdrive because of, you know, erroneous messages sent from the amygdala, and before you know it, we're fleeing. And it's what we do as human beings, fight or flight. It's easy to say that I wouldn't be bothered by it when you're not there and going through the moment. And it's easy to live vicariously through other people's experiences, but it's only when you have it yourself that you truly know whether you know how you would react. And even then you don't, because it's an impulse thing.
Yeah. Can I make a suggestion? Please try taking pictures on the dark with your phone with the flash. I done that last night actually with my camera, and I believe I saw something in the mirror before what I saw in the mirror. So I took some photos, and I took them, put them on the I took the memory card off the camera, because like when I tried showing it on the webcam, it's just like all, you know, glare kind of stuff. So I put it on the computer, and upload it on that way, and I could see like a body with a head and looked like it had two horns. But that's what it looked like to me. But to other people, it could look something completely different.
Oh yeah.
And I know a couple of you did say, "Yeah, I can see that. I can see that." So. No, it's just, I just wasn't ready to see that, man. I tell you, I still feel a bit afraid in here tonight. Actually,
It's totally understandable. Like I say, you're a human being. We're all human beings. So
just don't want to see. I don't mind something like touching me or seeing light anomalies, but I don't want to see anything in that mirror tonight. I'm going to probably try and cover that mirror. I don't know. I'll still have the K 2 meters over here, but I'm going to cover that mirror. I think I don't want to see that again. I've got a blanket in here, little green one. I ain't ready for another face popping out for the mirror.
I remember a guy who did used to come along, who had a pretty freaky experience. He saw a full body apparition and like just absolutely done one. He was gone, like pretty much Roadrunner kind of thing. Gone, like flames behind him. He left a trail of smoke. He was absolutely gone, like out of there, completely out of there. He settled himself down, and a few minutes later went back in. So the judge of the character wasn't his. Isn't the fact that he ran because he was scared. The judge or the test of his mettle of character was the fact that he went back into a situation what scared him, and he confronted it, and he carried on with the investigation. So,
where's that, Ian? I don't see anything on Facebook or YouTube. I got a dream catcher. I had a dream catcher up on the bed, but I seem to be getting more fucking weird dreams than it being now. When I originally had it, and someone said take it out and put it in your hallway or your living room, so I did. Didn't really make much difference about with the dreams I was getting, but it did actually cut them down a little bit.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, I do. Absolutely, totally agree, Mary.
Was that you then?
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Like doing?
Yeah, it was me. That I'm just looking through the side chat. Yeah, it's triggers adrenaline. Triggers adrenaline. Yeah. I have sad dreams, but nothing scary. Well, dream states is dream states.
Right, let's do a quick ghost box. What time is it? I don't want to be on too long.
A quick interview.
Hello. Anyone around?
The pipe.
Pleasant.
The pipe, the pleasant. Who did I see in my mirror last night?
Yeah.
Can you tell me who I saw in my mirror last night, please? Yeah, you can see a shadow being cast behind me when I move back and forwards.
Just find it.
Sorry, who did I see in the mirror last night? Can you give me a name? Who scared me?
What
What was that? Who was behind me? You swell last night, touching me. Give me some names.
Delivered.
Delivered.
I want to know who was behind me last night and who I saw in the mirror.
Maybe be less demanding given the situation that you had, Steve, and treat it with a little bit of respect, maybe. You sort of like coming across as being quite confrontational, which won't help the situation if it kicks off again. Just saying, you know.
Right, can you please tell me who I saw in the mirror last night? As I would like to know, please.
I tried.
Or who was behind me last night? Can you tell me who was behind me? Who touched me?
Child.
Child.
Sounds like it said can't.
For slot.
Okay, who was up near the wardrobe last night? Or could you please tell me who was in the mirror last night, as it scared me a little bit? Was they here causing me problem? Were they here to harm me?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you do that? Went,
Yeah, did.
Why was I here trying to harm me? What's their purpose? What's their reason?
The flat.
The flat.
That's what I heard, yeah.
What about the flat? Shit, something just touched my hand.
I would say. Done.
What's wrong with the flat? Is there something negative here? That just went evil. I'm sure that's an evil.
Don't know about that.
Is there something evil here? Since what?
Oh, I mean,
Pastor. Since pastor.
and said,
What pastor? From where?
I'll say I'm.
Yes, you ain't got to worry happening here, not there. I'm the one who's got to fucking worry.
You'll be okay, Jess.
The Hun.
They hung.
Sorry.
Did you hear that? They hung.
Yeah.
Who hung?
If indeed.
No, there's nothing in the. I can't find a way of finding any records on this area. Not even the library. I tried looking online. But I've got access to the map system of what used to be around this area and all, throughout the whole UK. But I'm not seeing anything what was used to be.
He that has government.
Very.
Boundaries.
I don't know what used to be here before the flat. I think the cemetery that's just across the road was a lot larger than it used to be. The only thing I know about this place is that it might have been farmland.
Distracted.
And the person who owned the farm was taken away with his son to fight the Napoleonic War, and left there with his wife and child. And the wife and child couldn't afford to keep the land, so they sold it. And then later on, the funeral place bought the land. There's a load of bodies buried here, but then later they resold it again to build, residentials. And that's what I got from a Ouija board session one night.
Which?
England.
Yeah, Anne. Is there Anne buried around here? I've got a banging headache. That's why I can't concentrate properly at the moment. So can you look? Listen, can you please tell me who I saw in the mirror last night? Just give me a name.
In September 8th.
September 18th. What's so special about September the 18th?
Shut.
It just sounds all gobbledygook, you know. I ain't making out hardly anything.
Without the whole. Through the now. Which?
Physical. Yeah, well, I got a physical touch last night. Take.
He said. Yeah.
Who was over at the back wall last night? Was that a shadow person? Was it a spirit? Was it something demonic? Or was it just our imagination?
Podcast.
I'm not making no sense out of any of this at the moment. Didn't stick a ghost box on, Dave.
Yeah, I've got one to hand at the minute.
Mm.
I'll drag one out for later, though, definitely.
Yeah.
There feels like there's one or two sort of things trying to come through, but it doesn't sound relevant to me.
I just ain't making anything out, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
No, private.
Hello, private. It just doesn't sound. It just doesn't sound massively relevant to.
It
Jumped. Yeah, I jumped last night. I don't know if we jumped again. So that's relevant. I jumped last night, yeah. So are you talking about last night now, spirits? Well, I'll put the radio a bit on, see if we
This
get
is a
anything.
queer
from
sting on the tongue.
Hello?
Ear.
Any spirits amongst us tonight?
January.
January.
We have broken.
Can you tell me who was in the mirror last night that I saw?
Play part include.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone? Is there anyone in here tonight? Measure.
Here.
There. Where? Who's here with me tonight? Me? Who's me? There's a person I saw in the mirror last night. Do they need any form of help? Do they need crossing over?
Good night. Owner.
Do they want to pass on a message? Do they want to give me a message? Are they stuck?
But wait.
No, you're not the only one who heard it like that, Mary.
View.
Did you die in a fire? The spirit who I saw in the mirror, did he die in a fire? Did he die in a fire?
Be about
Was he a plague victim? If so, say plague.
in a normal.
Difficult. Is it difficult to tell me? Will you find it difficult to use the ghost box?
Go to Michael.
I just ain't making anything out. It just doesn't seem like.
Just like
Scare. Did you hear that? Scare. Fuck. You better not scare me again tonight, I tell you.
and for this
That's not what I heard.
Well, you didn't hear scare. I'm sure I heard scare.
No, I'm just, if that's what you heard, that's fine. I'm just saying that I didn't. It's always down to
Yeah.
people's interpretation. I didn't hear scare.
I thought female said scare like that.
I think also what you need to do is I found that when I do spirit box sessions that they can't answer immediately. Sometimes they're waiting for the right amount of energy or to come in on a radio signal to utilize that. So maybe leaving longer gaps because it's it doesn't feel like you're giving them time to speak, because I think they are trying to answer you. It feels like they are trying to answer you.
Roll.
weeks to get our
Who's here with me tonight?
on shot and no thought. Inside. Somebody.
If you got any questions, I just fire out.
You think I'm sort of like, can I can try, Angela. I can try. I'm trying to pick up on a kind of vibe, and there doesn't seem to be like a particular topic kind of coming through at the minute that I'm picking up on. But I'm not sure about an energy in it being in there that's going to be left over from last night, and a communication with that being worth it. But it's up to you. If you want to go down that route, we can do. I mean, it's your stream and it's your home, so I don't want to be invoking any kind of questions in your home type of thing.
Surge. No, you go ahead. Do you want it just on the radio, or do you want the banks on and the radio off, or do you want all of them on?
I kind of like the Afterlight box with just the Sanctus app and the radio on, but I don't mind the banks as well. It's up to you, Steve. I mean, how do you feel about the banks?
I usually use the banks more, but we try the radio for 5 to 10 minutes, then we'll swap.
Okay. Yeah, all right then.
I'm gonna be quiet, so I've got a headache. And
all right, no worries. Well, let me know when we're ready to go.
Yeah, you can go now. I'm just gonna sit and be quiet and try and listen. I'm not big that hard or anything. I find it kind of like confusing at the moment. I just ain't making out what I'm saying.
Okay. Right, so that robotic voice is always like funny and throws me. Okay, Terry, if you're in the side chat, I've got your message and I've also received the picture, and it is interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a few questions, but I'm sort of going to keep an eye on the side chat and see what people are saying that they're hearing, and sort of take it from there as best we can. Okay, I ask with the deepest respect and utmost care and consideration that if there are any spirits in the atmosphere, any energies there that would like to communicate with myself, Steve, or anybody in the chat, if you can please come forward and try to communicate with us, we would be very, very appreciative. Can you please do that?
The Jane Amelia. Please tell us.
Okay. Can you please use our collective energies to try to come forward and communicate with us, to speak to us, to try to please let us know that you're there, so we can validate what we're doing and that we have communication with you? Can you please do that?
And
My name is Dave.
here,
The gentleman in the room with you is called Steve. There are many other people in chat. We're paranormal investigators, and if there is anybody you can speak to, it's people like us. So please feel free to do that. Please come forward. Really? What did he just say then, Steve? On the scientist?
quarterback approaches.
Okay.
Immersion.
Okay.
Then quarterback.
Okay. Can you please tell us your name? Can you please try to tell us your name?
Yeah, I'll just.
Please try to tell us your name.
What? I'm a theorist.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I also heard something like that. I'm wondering if they mean it as like it came across as Blanca meaning white. Yeah, okay. You see, I thought I sort of like picked up on something that was similar to that other word, hero.
Popular.
Are you a veteran?
Satan. Satan. Have I got Satan here?
No, I haven't got Satan there.
I've just had a cold breeze go across my legs.
Yeah.
Around 5.
Can you please say my name? Can you say Steve? Can you say the word Steve? Or can you say the name of anybody who might be in the chat? So we know that we're communicating with somebody or something that knows we're here. Can you do that?
Simple. Loud.
People in the chat, listen out in case one of your names might be said.
Don. In the box, Don. That's the name. Don.
Okay, we'll see what other people pick up on as well. Because the responses that I'm hearing and what people look like they're hearing is quite random and not sort of like relative to the questions that are being asked, which makes me, whenever I do a spirit box session, if I ask questions and the answers that I get are not relative to what I'm asking, then it's a failure, because you're not getting communication. You're getting random words that you attribute meanings to. If I had a conversation with you, I would expect that you answered me relative to the words I was saying to you rather than just random stuff. And in my opinion, it's the same with the spirit world. If you're communicating with somebody in the spirit world and you're asking questions, then the answers need to be at least a tiny bit relative. It's no good going, what is your name? And they saying, I like fish. It's completely irrelevant, isn't it? Can you please say the name of somebody in the chat?
Quill.
What did that say, Steve?
Quill. I suppose that's like the old pen I used to use, quill pen.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. And what is
Okay, well, you must be able to hear my voice, and you can hear Steve's voice. So say one of our names, please. Can you do that for me?
look for? With it. I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm back. Who's back?
Bane, we.
What do you mean? Who's back?
The late
Received. Black Room.
Lagoon.
That's what I thought it said.
This event planned.
In Lagoon isn't isn't relative though, is it?
No.
And
Let's see what we got going on. What people are saying in the chat. Can you speak in? Yeah, I can try.
he
I'm not sure that they'd be. Who used to write with a quill? I'm back. So Jessica heard next to you something.
Ability and
this canal.
Do you want to maybe try the banks in a minute? Because that,
Yeah, I'll switch them over there.
yeah, just see if we can like prompt a little bit more.
Okay. Banks only, all three.
Police.
Police.
failures.
Said police last night.
was arrested.
But
There's you two gone out. Okay, so next to you gone. Hello, Winter Witch.
Hello, and which?
How are you doing, Winter Witch? Hope you well. Banks are basically collections of different samples that paranormal apps use. Sometimes it's phonemes, which are chunks of words, you know, so like a word broken up into things similar to syllables. Like your name, for instance, Jessica is 3 syllables, isn't it? But your name in phonemes might be broken up into you know, like that. So when it's played and you pick up these phonemes, it spell out your name, Jessica. And some banks or some apps just have actual sampled words that are in them or chunks of radio play. And this one here has 3 banks, doesn't it, Steve, I believe?
Yeah.
So what your dad's going to do is playing up of the radio and seeing if we can get some responses.
So what it is, in one way, it's chopped up words, which they have to manipulate and make different words out of. Or, you know, like you said, if your name's Jessica, it's either 3 syllables like Jessica or Jessica, like 4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
So
in
they might
phonemes.
make those into the one name. So it's sliced up words and phrases and stuff like that.
That's exactly it. Oh, thank you, Winter Witch. That's very kind of you. Yeah, it's similar to sounding out each letter, but what you got to remember is a phoneme is a chunk of a word. So with samples of words, you're only going to get samples of that language. With phonemes, because you're getting the building blocks of words, there isn't such a thing as an actual language as such, because the phonemes can make different languages or words from several different languages. So it's a little bit more random
To be
than chunks of words that are just like syllables or samples. But that kind of thing, yeah.
What time is it? 10 o'clock. Give that another 15-20 minutes. Then I'm going to jump off and let Dave get ready for his stream. And I'll nip over there for a little bit.
Yeah, you sir, no problem.
And my
Hello, Elizabeth.
Everybody can migrate over to mine. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you doing?
Yeah, Dave can post this link out.
as if he
It'll be on later on.
Yeah, I'll be within a few minutes of you stopping. To be honest, Steve, I'll pretty much just start a stream straight away.
Yeah.
But I'll be covering what's gone on. But
Well, if you want to
you
send
still
me, I won't be straight or not when you start, because I need to
no.
bathroom and do other things.
Yeah, you also sound like you're a little bit stressed out as well, Steve. To be honest, still.
I am a little bit. That's why I don't be on my one too long.
Lopez.
I'm getting that. I'm picking that up from you. There's also a couple of things I want to try with some crystals at my end, I think.
Yeah.
Just might maybe start up a different vibrational frequency, and maybe get an EM pump running in a certain configuration as if it's going to focus the energy. I just want to try something.
Yeah.
Because I've got an idea where you are direction-wise from where I am. So, well, I'll explain it when I do it later. I just want to see if I can sort of like, as if it's like a kind of energy pulse in your direction, see what happens with it.
Yeah.
It's just an experiment. I'm not saying it is going to work or it won't work, but I just want to try it. See what happens with it anyway. Here we go.
No, I feel a little bit tired, but I feel more drained than anything else at the moment.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe from you. With obviously speaking to you for a few years and knowing you and that I can tell when you're tired, and I can tell when you've had an experience. Because when we used to do this in the past, and with the hangouts, and there was a lot more people that would join in. We all got to know how you would be affected by what happened, and the way that you would act afterwards. And it normally took you a day or two to get over it from being drained or the experience of it happening. So I'm recognizing what's going on from what used to happen back in the day.
Grow.
Yeah. I thought you said grow then. Grow.
I'm going to use. I've got some pretty big, these lumps of crystal, Mary. They're not cathedrals, but you'd sort of maybe call them spires. They're fairly big. And I'm going to use clear crystal and smoky quartz. And at the base of it, forming a triangle, I'm going to use black obsidian or tourmaline. I haven't totally decided on it yet, but that's what I'm going to do. Is if it's a triangle, to represent Ain South and Ain South Hour. So the three elements of forming a foundation. I'm just going to give it a go. Inside this pyramid, if you like, is going to be an EM pump, which will be generating EMF energy. I don't even know if it's even going to be remotely relevant, but I'm going to give it a go. The crystals are being cleaned in moonlight and also with a Tibetan singing bowl. So,
Tradesman.
Well,
Said liquid there. Right, you can go in on this one. I wanted to do a dulce shot. Bothered.
There's other nights for it, Steve. You had a bit of a shock last night. I think people will forgive you for not being in the mood for it tonight. You know. Yes, I like Tom. I use it. I've got all sorts. You know, I've got kyanite, rhodonite, blue lace agate, rose quartz. I've got lots of different crystals for different things. You know, jasper, jet. I've got loads. Lapis lazuli. I've got a lot of them, but they're all relative for different kinds of things. But I've got particularly big chunks of smoky quartz and clear quartz.
Oh, dear. I've got to find that blanket. I'm going to cover my mirror up tonight. I don't want to see anything coming through that again tonight. No fucking chance.
I understand that. Totally get it.
Getting spooked out once already. This week that don't happen again.
Yeah, it's always good talking to Jess. She's a good girl. My favourite of all is Moonstone. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I like blue lace agate. I like the fact that it's got like calming qualities. It's also good for people with anxiety, especially if they have a haunting and you have to do a cleansing or a clearing or whatever you want to call it. But a clearing is different than a cleansing, as we discussed last night. You use tumble stones for the cornerstones, the foundation of keeping the energy good. But to help lower their anxiety levels in the short term, to use blue lace agate and smoky quartz underneath the pillows when they sleep in to, repel any kind of negative energies and stuff. And then bits of black obsidian or tourmaline. But it depends. I like my crystals when it comes to. Well, I just like my crystals. No problem at all, Jess. You do whatever you do whatever you want. You're Steve's daughter. You get a special pass to do as you want. You crack on, and just might see something interesting in it. See you later, Jess. It sounds like it's dying, that thing.
Yeah, it shouldn't do because I put burning back.
It sounded like it was in pain, moaning. In anguish.
I need to change battery on that kite to make them actually. Right. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll let you get your one sorted out, and I'll come on in about 10 minutes on yours. So just be on in a minute.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's 10 o'clock now, so I'll probably run it at past. Or I don't know, I might start it straight away. But yeah, I'll get one going, Steve, and feel free to jump over, yeah?
Well, I might not have meant no harm, but the thing was, it was bloody scary what I saw. And you ain't seen the video that put up. I'll get them. There's a link to Blaze last video, the kind of like preview what happened last night.
Yeah, it's a not obviously not all of it Winter Witch, but it'll give you the idea of what went on over the course of a live stream and what happened to Steve. So, like I said, if you click on the link, it'll take you to it.
Let's Dave's normal link. Well, I'm going to go, guys. I need to go to the bathroom. I haven't been in the bathroom properly the last couple of days either. So I'm going to
go
to the bathroom and do a little bit of clean up in the kitchen, and I'll meet you over days in about 10-15 minutes.
Yep. See you on mine in a little bit then. See you later, guys.
All right. I'll see you in a minute, Dave.
Bye.